Clap it up, clap it up. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Ebony, and my question is, how do you know, how do you know when you've given a man enough time to commit?
Commit to what?
Um, like y'all are just kicking it, so y'all know.
Commit to what? Like, what is the
A
commitment?
relationship, like not marriage, but like a relationship.
Commit to what? What does that mean? You don't know what it means. And this is why you are attracting men that are confused about you because you confused about you. You ain't standing on shit. You don't know what you want, and so you are attracting non-committal energy and effort in your life. If you ain't consistently standing on your standards, how you expect a man to consistently show up for you? Because here's the thing, if you did, would you entertain a man that don't know about you? I'm gonna tell you this, the one thing you need from a man in this life is a man that know about you, to know where you stand, know where you fit, know how he see you. If the man ain't bringing that to your life, why's that man in your life? But here's the thing, you don't know what you want. You're not even, when you say commitment, you ain't even talking about marriage, boo. You talking about trying to get a boyfriend out here. Is this man exclusive to you, yes or no? That's not your nigga then.
That's a no.
But I'm pretty sure when he call you pick up, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you ain't got no other suitors right now because you took yourself off the dating shelf and put your own self on layaway, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a man that's not sure about you. How the fuck you sure about a man that ain't sure about you? How the fuck you unsingle to a single man? How you become this man's girlfriend and he ain't even your boyfriend yet? What I'm explaining to you this. People will only do to you with what? At some point, you gotta stand on your standards so much so that a man that don't know about you, don't know if he got what it takes to earn you, look at that shit and disqualify himself. He says, shit, I don't really know if I can really. But you were giving this man access to your body before he's even secured your mind, before he's even proven it's safe enough for you to put his hand around your heart. How long should you give a man to commit? First of all, you got to know what you're looking for before you start. Now, when I'm gonna ask you this question, I probably should have asked before I started. How long y'all been talking?
Like 10 months.
How much?
You said 10 months? All right, so look, let me throw something in there too. You kind of asking the question backwards, and I think a lot of women that ask this question ask it backwards. I was committed to my wife before I met my wife. Meaning, and I'll be honest about this, there was one young lady before my wife came along, maybe like 10 months before I met my wife. And she was real aggressive. She was on me. And we shared some good energy. Nothing was sexual. Nothing got to that point, but she was pushing it. And I had no reason to not engage with her. But every time it got close to that moment, crossing that threshold, I heard this voice in the back of my mind and my heart, not this one, right? And I could have easily violated that. I could have took what was in front of me, been a man or whatever you want to call it. But God was telling me, I got something for you 10 months down the line in a way I didn't even realize. So I was so committed to God and having that intuition and that divine understanding to say no in that moment. Had I not, my whole trajectory could have missed my soulmate. It could have missed my wife. So by the time she showed up, society says it's too early for you to know this is your wife. I knew that was my wife from the first conversation we had.
Fact.
And within a year and a half, she had a ring on her finger. So if he's doing that work, the commitment should fall out effortlessly and organically. You shouldn't have to work for that shit.
Yeah, look, man. Think about men. It don't take men long, baby. It don't take men long. Like, they got men out here getting married in 4 months of meeting somebody, 5 months of meeting somebody, 9 months of meeting somebody. This is real life. These people I know personally. This ain't some shit I seen online, right? Thing about men is that it does not take us long, but like if you allow us to waste your time, that's exactly what we gonna do. Cause there's a lot of men that are out here dealing with women who we know, your ass have zero chance of us getting married. But there's some qualities about you that I like. Some qualities about you that I benefit from. So I'm gonna keep you close to me while I find the woman that I actually wanna marry. That's the reality of this shit.
I
But
ask
as a woman, you can go after. I just want to make sure that this is clear. As a woman, if I'm a man that's actually interested in you, you're gonna see a lot of initiative. You're gonna see a lot of like when I'm talking about my future, you're gonna be involved in it. It's gonna be a lot of we. It's like, yeah, I see this for us, and I plan to pay this house for us, and I plan to, my career, I want you to be like. It's gonna be a lot of we. It's gonna be a lot of us talking. But when you're dealing with a man and it's a lot of me and a lot of I, and you ain't really included in that shit, and he ain't taking the initiative, he ain't making the effort, he ain't goddamn canceling out all the rest of the women he talking about and letting you know, hey, yeah, all that shit is over with, it's on us. Like, you're gonna see a different kind of energy when a man wants to be with you in an exclusive fashion. But if you dealing with a man and it's a bunch of uncertainty, it's a bunch of, all right, I'm gonna see how this go, or you know what, I'm trying to do this, or I'm trying to do that. That's not a man that's really serious about you. And as a woman, you got to be willing to walk away when you see that shit. But the reality is a lot of women will see that shit and take that as a challenge. A challenge for me to convince this man that he should be prioritizing me. To convince this man that he should be making room for me. You shouldn't have to do that for a man that really wants to be with you. That's the sign on the wall. But as a woman, you got to be willing to look at that sign on the wall and make a real life decision. If I see that sign on the wall and it say, okay, boom, he really into me. He really, again, prioritizing me, including me, then let's go forward. But if you dealing with a man and it's a bunch of ambiguity, you got to be willing to walk the fuck away. And that's the reality of the situation.
Come on, ambiguity.
Okay, quick question before I get, Willie, I know you got something probably, right? All right. Quick question before I get Willie and Sean. Oh, now, let me ask you this. Oh, hold on, time out. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. Okay. One more question before, because the boyfriend's here. All right, listen. Well, it ain't your boyfriend, but check this out. So let me ask you this question. Do you know if you're the only woman he's having sex with?
No.
Have you asked him if you're the only woman he's having sex with?
No.
Do you know if he's dating other women?
No.
Have you asked him if he's dating other women? No. So that is do you see what I'm saying?
She happy to be there.
Hold on, bro. Never mind. Hey, bro, where you at? Hey, it's all right, bro. We on your side a little bit. Not a lot.
But this hold on. What's your name again?
Ebony.
Ebony. I'm gonna wrap this with love, okay? You desperate as fuck, sis. No, straight up. Let me tell you why. I wrapped it with love first, y'all. Hold on. Because everything that Ace just asked you, you had no answer for it, or you said, no, I hadn't did my inventory. I haven't asked questions. I haven't found out any information about this man. You let this man penetrate your body before he penetrated your heart, before he penetrated your mind, your spirit, your safety, or any of that. What that tells me is that you led with what you value, which is no values. We all lead with what we value. We all pick what we value. You picked a dude who gave you no information, but a whole lot of dick, if it even was a whole lot of dick.
Now, you ain't got to do all that, Dr.
Now we just get
We just getting
my dog.
the man sitting right over there, Cheyenne.
First of all, you better come defend your honor.
Okay.
Defend your honor.
Defend your honor. They done called you that.
Come here.
Hold on, because I'm going to say this, because a lot of times, ladies, ladies, if you agree with me, y'all going to do this. Hold on. A lot of times, when we choosing that type of man, we thinking that we getting some D, but we really not, the D ain't even worth what we putting up with.
That's not what she said.
Come on.
That's not what she said. And I actually think it might be the opposite.
Now, hold on.
Because y'all...
Wait, she about to say, hold on. She don't want, he's here. She's not going to say that. But my point is, even if, hold on, let me go further. Hold on, Ebony, even if it is just the dick that you're in it for, baby, that's still an act of despair. Because you're saying that you wanted commitment, but you led with your body. He didn't commit to nothing but himself. He didn't commit to even your body, because you can't even say if it's more women that he's sleeping with. So you chose a man who ain't choosing nothing in you, about you, but he's inside of you. Come on, sis.
Hold on.
We got to love ourselves more than that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we have a little time?
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
go for it.
Okay, first let me clarify. Did you say 2 months or 10 months?
10.
I told you.
My God. Okay. Let me ask you something, baby. What type of environment is he creating for you that will allow you to flourish in your womanhood and that could help you be sustained in that environment? What type of environment did he create?
Honestly, I got divorced the year before, and so that was like my first kind of situation.
No, baby, don't take me around the world. Let's bring it right back
so
here.
it was just, at first it just started out as like, I wasn't really looking for much because I had just gotten divorced. But then as time went on,
I got you, but answer my question, baby. What type of environment has he created that will allow you to flourish in your womanhood when you do take that role, if he asks you to take that role? What type of environment? Let me talk to your heart for a minute, baby. I'm going to be real quick. You know what the beautiful thing about God is before God brought humans onto this earth, he created an environment so they can sustain, so they can flourish, so they will have everything that they need. One thing that I know about men is when they really, really want a woman, they create the environment that she can flourish in her womanhood, okay?
Fact.
You cannot answer that question, which is telling. You are an option. You're the charging station right now. You're the opportunity right now. If you want commitment in 10 months, I have never met a man where it has taken him 10 months until he has just got tired of the woman asking and then he gave it to her. I've never met a man who has just not been able to tell a woman that this is what I want and this is what I have for us. If a man does not create an environment that gives you safety to be able to communicate, that gives you security, that shows that you can trust him and you can respect him, walk away from it. I don't care if he's sitting over there. That ain't my business. I'm talking to you right now. You hear what I'm saying, baby? I don't care about that. Because what I can tell you, every married woman that I know, every single one of my homegirls, my friends, my sister, my cousin, everybody, the man created an environment. And they had everything that they needed in an environment. You know what they never had to do? Was ask questions. God didn't set up humans to come into an environment and be confused. They knew with the land that they had to till, they knew the animals that they had dominion over, the instructions were already there. If a man is not precise in what he wants to do with you, walk away from him. Love yourself enough because he's showing you he don't see value in you. And the more you show him that you don't see value in yourself, the more he's going to keep on playing on you. If he ain't gave you the opportunity or created the environment, let him walk away with somebody else in tonight's conversation tonight. You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Ace, if you don't mind, sis.
I love you too, baby.
Hey, Kitty done told you.
Flash them lights on that man again.
Nah, no, here go the thing. Here go the thing, baby. There you go right there. Put a light on him real quick.
Just over there playing with you. Flash the
Listen.
lights. Okay,
Bro.
I'm